as promised, here I am back with the second part of my share. The top part here, as you can see, I have been to Hobby Lobby, and it was a great treat. So, of course, sales, sales, sales. Very nice. I finally found this punch. I think it was meant to be. I have been wanting this one for quite a while. Of course, it is not a whale's tail, but it is very pretty, and it was 50% off. So I almost injured myself taking this one down off the hook. So we'll put this right over here. And I got some Versa. This color is charcoal. I'm sometimes not too thrilled with black. I like it to be down a little bit, and I saw this and I hadn't seen it before, so I treated myself to this one. I do believe this was only maybe 40% off, but that's okay. I can do that. Then I thought I was getting past the envelope section because it seems to have a hook on it that drags me in. Paper Studio was 50% off, $4.99, and lying down there by itself was this little thing looking up at me, and I said, well, I'm going to wait to take this out to inspect it when I'm sharing with you. And here we are, with piece of paper included. Now, watch me think this through. I'll cheat and look. This, and that is under this part. Okay. I see. My goodness, this will have to come with instructions. But could I resist that? Not me. So this was one. And then this in the store looked like it was natural, and it looks like to me it might be have a touch of gold in it, but I couldn't let this one go by. Let me take a close look. Yes, there is a certain amount of gilding in there, and this gone out, of course. But isn't this pretty? Isn't that pretty? So that was a treat at $3. And you'll notice I was very good. I only took one of each. Well, I'll wait to put those back together. You don't need to see me fiddle with that glued on part. Now this is what I went to Hobby Lobby for. Since I am so loving my slow stitching and small bits of fabric. This is of course 9 inches, 1/4 of a yard. And I was able to find these at here and there, and I went up and down each and every aisle, of course wearing a mask, and in my case gloves and goggles, and it was worth the doing. Duval County has finally decided to make indoor mask wearing mandatory, and so I felt quite safe. This one this is blue, ticking, black, and red. Oh my. Oh my. Then my new project that I'm about to begin for slow stitching required an off-white, and believe it or not, I found an off-white color of netting, because I have 3 others. I have white and 2 shades of natural. And these, I picked up these bits because they're very conducive to fuzzy cutting. So, this one for fussy cutting, and this one with a little bit of gold on it, and it is well done, and the fabric itself is a rather nice quality. And according to Anne, you keep this and use this on your slow stitching. Anne Brooks says use it, Carol uses it. Isn't that lovely? Well, I love colors like that, so. And I got some polka dots. Oh, wow. Never see a polka dot. And this is nice fabric. It's going to be fun using as a neutral in slow stitching. And green also. Always use green. And this for fussy cutting. Oh yes, because not everything can be lace and neutral colors. And a lot of these pieces were $1.31 and $1.68, $1.87. Wow. Oh, and one was 63 cents. This was a fresh bolt that I found up against the wall. And so I treated myself, I went big, I treated myself to half a yard of that because I love the color. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's just right. So this was my fabric trove yesterday. How happy this makes me to have. Especially as I have a new slow stitch project coming up. Set these aside now. And a few weeks before the yesterday, I went to Joann Fabric, and they did not have too much at all, but their books were on sale, which hardly ever happens. So I treated myself to this one just because birdies and flowers. And look at these. There, it's a coloring book. And look at these lovelies. Won't they be nice? Since it's a commercial product and a new one, I shall have to use these bits on these papers and bits on pieces that I gift to others through Happy Mail or random acts of kindness. But it was my first go out to a place like that, and I just said I have to have something pretty, and here it is. But wait till you see what's next. I'm hiding it from you, just like a kid. Look at this. Look at these papers. Don't these remind you of almost Florantine papers? This is from Caroline's, Carolines Craft Tree on Etsy. Caroline's Craft Tree. I'll leave that there for you. And I wanted to show you these papers. Unbelievable treasures. Okay. Are these not gorgeous? This was when my paper ran out. But so pretty. Look at these lovely, lovely papers. Don't they look like something you would see in an... Oh, these are the ones with the flowers. This is, doesn't this look like something you would see as frontispieces and lining covers of old books? Beautiful shade, carnation's a beautiful shade of very pale pink, blues, and so forth. Fall is coming. Acorns and oak leaves. Oh my, and I ran this off on my heavyweight copy paper. Now this is all part of one, all of this is all part of one digi. Look at how this lovely background will be for backgrounds. When you can't have the real thing, this is absolutely breathtaking. I love it, love it, love it. Caroline's Craft Tree. Love those greens. And of course, this is just heavenly. And this is the last one with the bunnies and the birdies in that PDF. Watching this come out of the printer was could make my eyes roll. Next PDF, even more papers. Aren't these just delish? I wanted you to see them because I wanted you to know about this, and I learned about this from Gail Augustinelli. If she doesn't find these, if she finds these things and says they're beautiful, oh yes, Gail, absolutely. She does manage to find the most incredible things and share them with us. And so they went from Gail to me, and now to you, and oh, aren't they something? If you like this kind of style, this is just delightful. And the one thing is we can rip it up with impunity because all you have to do is run it off again. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, oh my. Colors are so lovely. Blue and brown. I just, blue and brown and pink and brown. Well, they make me happy. Birdies. A buggy. The second download. And I only did half of one of these because the second half was all of these papers but pale. That would be wonderful for backgrounds, but these would work just fine for me for backgrounds. Now this is the one that almost did me in. There's a couple of these papers that have been made smaller. And I debated whether I wanted them, and I said, well, aren't you still, oh, this is what it looks like when it's together. And I said, well, wouldn't that be a silly willy for you not to do this? And here, all of them are all ready so that I don't have to figure out how to do this on my computer. I do hope you have enjoyed this share, because these are so pretty and so hard to find that I just felt like I had found treasure. Now that I've kind of figured out how to work that, And, of course, the cherry on top for me is slow stitching fabric. I do hope that you have enjoyed this little second round, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I would appreciate, of course, you subscribing to my channel. Seeing you soonest.